Genetic sabotage. Again, genetic sabotage. Section 1. There is a silent ledger hiding within the world's logistical infrastructure, documenting a calculated erasure our planet's biodiversity. By applying forensic audits to hidden DNA gaps, we have intercepted the genetic evidence of systematic sabotage. The global black market isn't just moving animals, it's rewriting the biological code of our future. Genetic sabotage. How forensic audits trace the global illegal wildlife ledger. We intercept the genetic of the global black market by applying the 71 method to biological data gaps. So by auditing the DNA sequences as forensic evidence of systematic sabotage, we expose how illicit trade routes bypass international detection, revealing a calculated architectural erasure of biodiversity hidden within the world's silent logistical infrastructure. When we analyze illicit networks, we often focus on physical borders, but the true crime scene is written into the data streams of the natural world itself. Section 2. Correlating genetic markers and logistical bottlenecks. Applying the 71 method allows investigators to correlate specific genetic markers within smuggling routes and hidden logistical bottlenecks. When a shipment of illicit wildlife material is seized at the global transit hub, the physical items provide only limited geographical context. However, by running advanced geographic profiling through the 71 method, the specific variations within these size data reveal the precise point of origin inside the habitat. This allows us to track the exact pathways used by illicit syndicates to transport cargo from the source to the coast, mapping the invisible corridors that standard law enforcement completely misses. The data gaps themselves become highly informative. So by analyzing where biological information disappears from the official record, we can pinpoint the exact customs checkpoints, shipping lanes, and maritime bottlenecks where corruption and systematic exploitation are actively occurring. Section 3. The DNA ledger and asset withdrawal. You see, this forensic approach treats every DNA sequence as a piece of evidence in a global accounting ledger, tracking where biodiversity is being withdrawn. In a standard financial audit, investigators follow the money trail to identify where capital is leaking from an organization. In biological forensics, we treat a species' total genetic pool as the primary capital account. Every single animal removed by poaching networks represents an unauthorized high-volume withdrawal from that genetic reserve. You see, when these withdrawals occur at a rate that outpaces natural reproduction, the genetic diversity of the entire populations begins to fragment. This fragmentation leaves readable signatures within the biological code of the surviving ecosystem. And by auditing these genetic DNA gaps over time, we can calculate the exact depletion velocity of the asset, demonstrating how the global black market systematically forces entire species into a permanent biological bankruptcy. Section 4, systematic sabotage against critical assets. These audits we are doing reveal that the sabotage is not random but a precise strike against the planet's most critical and defensible biological assets. The illicit networks driving this trade operates within a highly calculating efficiency. They do not distribute their efforts evenly. Instead, their logistical vectors are optimized to target the precise keystone populations that hold the highest value on the black market today, or the black market index, we can say. By removing these specific high value genetic lineages, the syndicates are effectively dismantling the defensive resilience of the entire biodome. This is a calculated architectural erasure where the removal of core biological assets destabilizes the surrounding ecological structure, ensuring total collapse of the system. So when you look through the lens of this forensic audit, the reality is clear. The global illegal wildlife ledger is an active blueprint for the systematic liquidating of the biosphere.